Man, this is no way to go about doing this.
What?
Is this what you're going to do? You're going to hang this over his head at all times? The table's here, and it could be on the table that we get your ass out of here. And no, you're not taking the physical yet. You could take the physical later.
No.
We'll fail you on the physical if we need to and get your ass out. What are we doing?
No, I think
the guy showed up. He did what you wanted him to do. He bought in. He looks great. You just signed him to the deal 2 months ago. Consider it over and say, hey, we have higher expectations for you moving forward. Please meet the expectations. Glad we could put this behind us and move on. Move on. It's over. It happened. It was a minor misstep.
I think it's the other day that Curran on TV said, my understanding is what I was told this morning was that there was no table. There was no table. I think Breer's just sticking back at, the table's still there.
You say there's a table. Breer says there's a table.
Yeah, I think it was being discussed last week. Bert then added,
"You're a made man."
I didn't hear anything on the Vrabel stuff. Like, it's what you talk to. It's what you have to, how you talk to him, and you got to tell him the truth. Like, Bert sounds like he heard that went well. At least Mike got what he was looking for.
Great
Good stuff.
Excellent.
So he's here. We move on. Yeah. He said here in the show.
Done.
Not getting cut. No.
So off the table.
Yeah.
Table's gone? Is it a folding table? They put it back in the garage?
I think it's just depends what kind of table it is.
Breer says there's a table. Is there a table? Agree or disagree?
Everybody has a table.
Oh, come on.
You got a table.
You know
I
what
got a table.
No, come on. You know what we're talking about.
Loft, we got a table. You don't even know. What the hell's he doing? Worried about content. Yeah, I think everybody's got a table. These screw-ups, bang, they put it out on the table. Put it on the table.
Table talk. Table talk pies, Worcester.
Oh, yeah.
Those are your people.
Come on.
It's
Come on.
a lot of dough.
Too much dough?
It doesn't pack a lot of flavor. I like the apple.
Unbelievable.
I do like the apple.
Such a hater.
I like
What
the
a
apple.
hater.
I like the apple. But I'm okay with eating like half it. The mini one. Yeah.
What's your favorite pie?
Apple pie. A warm apple pie with cinnamon ice cream. Delicious.
Unbelievable, McComb. I actually
fed
started
into
it. I started it. I just, with all the table talk. Table talk. A lot of table talk.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a table. You've got it. Do the Patriots have a table for Stephon Diggs? Please fold it up and put it away. In the basement, garage,
hang it on
shed, wherever you wanted to put that table. Put it away.
Give it to the Revs.
Why? Why do the Revs need a table?
need a
What do they
table.
need
Put more
table
food
for?
out for us.
Caleb runs a tight ship. He doesn't need the table. Yeah.
Yeah, you know where you stand with that guy.
Yes, you do. All right. Well, I would move on if I were them, and I'd take this as a good sign that he immediately responded and was checked in and ready to go this week. It's one of the more positive developments they've had this spring. Isn't it?
It's great. Yeah.
What's more positive than this?
The most positive thing to me is the video. Watching him run. I did not think he was going to be doing this stuff with the team in drills. I didn't think he'd be interacting with guys. I thought he'd be off to the side, down some hill with the trainer, just doing his little stride and stretch and sort of working yourself up. Then we're going to run down the hill. Then we're going to run up the hill. Then we're going to put the bands on you. You're going to put a parachute on. Then you're going to drive the sled. Like that type of stuff. That's rehab. That's getting guys back from the knee. He came out, waved to the press. Good to see you guys. And then jogged out and then proceeded to run routes and do drills like we're watching right now on the simulcast, which I was floored by. That's the best development of the year so far. That. Seeing him do that. It's amazing how good you feel when you just see a video. Then you remember seeing the Gordon Hayward video where, Gordon's on 2 feet and he's shooting. And you see him just gingerly walking forward and back, not to the side, and shooting like he's not close. This guy's close. Stephon Diggs is close, and that's a good sign. Barth was in with Felger and Mass, too, going over some of the receiver stuff. I think a lot of people are starting to have the two young guys, the second rounder and the fourth rounder, on the outside looking in.
Like who?
Barth. Barth was talking about that. Like, who's going to stick? He's like, I think Mike asked him, Felger asked him, what's your starting receivers? He said, well, Diggs would be the Z, Kyle Williams would be the X, Pop Douglas would be the slot, which is technically the F. like, okay, then what about Efton Chisholm? Like, yeah, I think he's going to make the team. And then Barth also added, like, hey, they're a small team. Like, it's a small unit. You need height, so, like, Mac Hollins is going to make the team, too. And if Diggs is on pop and maybe maybe has a setback, Bourne makes it. Nobody's talking about the other two. Baker and Polk.
You want to hear Barth on Kendrick Bourne?
I would love to.
All right, here it is.
And I think Kendrick Bourne's going to be here. Josh McDaniels has a good working relationship with him.
Yeah.
He's now 2 years removed from that knee injury. He showed good chemistry with Drake May last year. And then it's a matter of if they carry a sixth. To me, it's going to be the two guys that make the most sense are Kayshon Boutte. And then if he continues, huge if he continues, Efton Chisholm. And then the guys from last year.
Hold on. Now you give me 6, 7 guys.
Yeah,
7
that's
guys
6.
aren't going to make it. Stop.
That's 6.
Stop.
Or it's 7 for 6 spots.
Stop.
What's it say that those two can't crack the 6 or 7 lineup? Like he's already piggybacked, or not piggybacked, but he's got Boutte and Chisholm jumping over those guys ahead of him. He's down there watching the practice. We only see the clips we see, but like in that space, Chisholm looks like it's an Amendola, Edelman type route runner. I thought Mike said something interesting too about Pop Douglas. Like you thought Pop would be more productive, and I kind of said, hey, he's got to get off the pot here too. He's got to get it going. Like he's one of your more dynamic, quicker receivers. I thought he would get open in 5-yard spaces against backers and safeties, like Mike said, and I agree with that. And Barr said, well, really, he's more of a vertical guy. And I'm like, whoa, don't really have the size to be a vertical guy, you know? But I mean, nor does Tyreek Hill. But he's built. Diggs isn't a big guy either. He's vertical. I guess that's not fair. But I viewed Douglas as a crosser or a pick guy or a spot or return guy. You know, like that catch it and get 7 yards, get down.
Barth is out on Efton Chisholm.
No, he said if he continues, he's going to make.
He said big if. Big if is how he described it. He's out.
Because it's long. It's a free agent.
He's not. He's a steady man. That Alex Barth. He's not buying in on this hype train. How many wins does Barthy have the Pats at right now? Does he have a number yet?
Probably 15.
No. I would say he's probably right around 8.
Okay.
I would think he's more real.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, probably one of those guys that says 8 and then thinks it's a success.
Yeah.
Breer thinks you're crazy if you're double digits.
So do I.
That's a big turnaround, man.
They haven't earned that.
I think you're crazy if you're calling that a success.
Double digits?
I don't know.
No,
What?
eight wins.
Eight's a solid season. I think there's
No,
It's you.
it's a
Brett.
losing record.
I think.
But you're going up.
I think a winning record is considered good. I mean, success. Like, success is a strong word. Success to me is not like what's a fair expectation. Having real success is you're double digits and in the playoffs. You're in a wild card spot. Like, 8 to me is, I think they'll get there. They better not have fewer wins than that. It's kind of more of a floor. I could see them winning 9. I could see them winning 10.
Correct me if I'm
But
wrong.
I sure as hell don't think they deserve that prediction on June 4th. No. You haven't earned crap yet.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Mayo say that? I'll tell you what, we're not going to be a 4-1 team. We're going to win at least 5 games when he got the gig.
Yeah.
That's having no clue what to do yet, and then you get there, and then all of a sudden, wow, it's not as easy as I thought. You know, it's tough. It's tough winning in this league.